I was thinking when I was doing all these factos, I think, and you can completely call me out if I'm wrong on this. I think this is the most DCOM star-laden sitcom is Good Luck Charlie, It's Christmas. Because you got Bridget Mendler. Obviously, all of them are in this, but you got Bridget Mendler, star of Lemonade Mouth. Uh, you've got Leanne Baker, the mom. She's in Bad Hair Day as the star of that.
Okay.
They are also the stars of this one. Bradley Stephen Perry playing Gabe. He's in Sharpay's Fabulous Adventure.
Matters so right.
He's in another one too, isn't it? No,
No,
that's oh. Then Jason Dolly is Jason Dolly.
yeah, and he's in a bunch of DCOMs.
Yeah. So like that's a lot for a sitcom. They all have major like starring roles of DComs.
Yeah.
So I just thought that was interesting. Is there another DCOM or like Disney Channel original series that had four separate actors in it star in a different DCOM, not based on the franchise?
Like, no, probably not.
I know Hannah Montana had two, because Hannah Montana movie doesn't count, so Miley Cyrus didn't star in anything.
Right. So you had Emily Osment and
Mitchell
Mitchell
Musso.
Musso, but
That's so
also,
Raven.
Jason Earl was also in Dad.
Yeah, but that's the same one.
Oh, you're only counting different
I don't know.
movies,
But
not
even then,
different
that's only
people.
three, you know? Oh, feel like there might be, like, am I forgetting a.
Wizards has the main, actually four if you count the mom.
I
Yeah,
would count the.
Selena, David Henry. I forgot the little brother's name, but he was in Johnny Capella Back on Board, and then you had the
I
mom is
forget
in
how
Camp
the
Rock.
size of his role there.
Oh, he's on the main
Yeah.
poster.
I know he's on the poster, but.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, he's a big character, and then you have the mom is in Camp Rock.
Mhm.
So that's four.
Which is the same as here, although I would say both the scope, scale, and size is bigger for Good Luck Charlie.
I guess. Yeah.
I'm looking at former Disney Channel um stuff. Even Stevens, just the
Just
main
them
two.
two.
Yeah. Lizzie McGuire is not winning that, neither is Phil the Future. Sweet Life?
I mean, the Sprouse twins only did Sweet Life stuff,
That's the
so
thing.
that's
But
you have
yeah,
Ashley Tisdale and Brenda
Brent
Song
Song and Ashley Tisdale both did.
and
And
Mr.
Debbie
Mose
Ryan, if you go
and
there, and Mr.
Mr.
Mosby's a
Mosby.
big part of that. Ad really was just like, here's all the people that aren't in stuff.
Yeah, for real.
Sunny with a Chance had just two.
Hmm.
Um,
Well, no, I think actually the girl was in Hatching Pete, wasn't she? The blonde girl.
maybe.
I think so.
Yeah.
We haven't done the Hatching Pete like deep dive yet, so
Shake it up with how we're counting stuff. Probably you give three. Ant Farm. Gotta look again at the cast of Ant
China Anne
Farm.
McClain.
She's
And I
clearly
think
in that.
maybe the girl was in something. The other girl, maybe.
She was in Ramona and Beezus, which is not a decom.
Maybe not.
There might be some more. Like it's easily we could be forgetting
You
some
could do
stuff.
Girl Meets World. Had at least two, but that might be it.
Yeah, I feel like that might be it. Um, Liv and Maddie.
No.
No, I think this is just the most successful for producing DComs movie.
In terms of like the actors are in a
Yeah,
bunch of other DComs. It's crazy to me that Jason Dolly was in Good Luck Charlie because I know him so much from the movie. And I didn't watch Good Luck Charlie growing up. So I'm like, what do you mean he was in a show?
Jason Dolly's low key Disney Channel Mount Rushmore. People just don't want to talk about it.
And why not? He's fantastic in these DComs. Like,
Also, whenever I see people online do Disney Channel like Mount Rushmore, they always combine the Sprouse twins into one, and I'm like, you can't do that. I get that they never did anything separately, but you can't do that.
yeah, there's like Ryan Merriman, and people are like, oh, the DCOM King. Nah. Jason Dolly, actually, for
Well,
real.
for you, it's Andrew Lawrence.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna go there. That's just my personal taste.
I think Jason Dolly really was a very strong performer for the Disney Channel.
Yeah,
I mean, nowadays, I'd honestly say Malachi Barton is the new DCOM king.
he's a prince.
Yeah,
He's a DCOM prince right now. Malachi Barton is the heir to the throne.
yeah.
Like, he's our little prince right now. One day he will be king.
Can you tell we don't want to talk about Good Luck Charlie It's
It's
Christmas?
been like 6 minutes
You're gonna
already.
have to cut this down in some part.
Welcome, everybody, to the DCOM Duo podcast.
I'm Benji.
I'm Kelsey.
We're the DCOM duo.
Podcast.
Yeah, today we're talking about Good Luck Charlie It's
It's
Christmas.
Christmas. That's kind of a weird title. Good luck, Charlie.
It's
It's
Christmas.
Christmas.
I think I mean, like, the concept of the show, of course, is she always says Good Luck Charlie in her video diary, stuff like that. So it's like, hey, it's Christmas, Charlie.
Good luck, Charlie. It is Christmas today. And like, it's also very uncreative to me.
Yeah.
Just being like, literally, it is Christmas, even though there's so much crazy shit that happens.
It's trying to
besides
say it's a
Christmas.
Christmas special, basically.
But it is a Christmas special. They do talk about Christmas.
Happy Christmas in July if you're watching this when it comes out.
Yeah. Christmas in July. We've never done a Christmas movie in December. I don't think we have.
I don't think we have either.
Why would we?
Yeah. There's honestly not a crazy amount of Christmas
There's
decoms.
not compared to like Halloween.
Halloween, there's so many.
So many.
But like Christmas, I think they're like, if it's good, we're gonna just make it a theater film.
The Christmas ones always flop, honestly. Except honestly, the recent ones I thought were decent, like Christmas Again and Naughty Nine. I thought were pretty good, but like all the old Christmas decoms flop,
Yeah.
including this one. Sorry.
Look, Kelsey and I, this is when we talk about where this like ranked in our rankings and everything. It ranked pretty low in our initial rankings.
Oh
like,
yeah,
very low.
very low.
And we both came away from it this time being like, it probably doesn't deserve to be that low, but like, we're not going to shoot for this.
When we were watching it, it's kind of like, oh, that wasn't that bad. But then, like, stepping away from it, like, yeah, I'm never going to be like, no, you should watch Good Luck Charlie's Christmas. I'm not going to look back and be like, I enjoyed my time. It's just like, isn't horrible.
Yeah. It's not going to be bottom 15 like it was before, I don't think. There's things that make me much angrier.
Yeah, I do remember hating this one more than I do now.
And this time watching, I'm like, it's really... I'll just get my main critique out of the way. It's really clear to me, and I don't even know if this is factually true, that they wrote this planning to be like a TV special, and Disney Channel upped their budget and said, hey, we're going to make this a full DCOM experience. Good Luck Charlie is a successful brand. We think that makes a lot of sense. And they didn't change the writing to like fix that.
Yeah, it's the script that's the problem because the way that the whole, it's particularly the opening, and we'll talk about it when we go through the movie, but it's like filming in their living room like a sitcom, but it just feels so off in the movie format with the multi-camera shots.
Yeah.
Where it's just like, and the pausing for like laughter, it's
There's
just so weird.
Track in this movie. I'm not 100% confident on this, like on the top of my head, but I'm pretty confident Disney Channel, or sorry, Good Luck Charlie was a canned laughter.
I can confirm that.
Oh, don't know if it was laugh track or if it was live studio audience, but
yeah, I'll just look up that like the clip of them singing the George Washington song on TikTok, and I'll confirm.
Not the clip of the gay moms.
No.
Go after the wolf was one.
There's laughter.
Time.
There's definitely the laugh track.
And I'll say this: Kelsey did not watch much of Good Luck Charlie.
No, I didn't.
I wouldn't say I was a Good Luck Charlie watcher, but just like osmosis, it's one of the most osmosis shows I got where I caught many episodes, know the characters decently well, understand some dynamics, I have nothing against it. It just wasn't one that I really turned on as much. So, as our Good Luck Charlie expert for this podcast, welcoming me. We didn't bring a guest on for this.
It's you. You're the best we got because I just didn't really watch it.
Yeah.
I don't know. I was never interested in it.
But I remember the show decent. Like, it was good for a Disney Channel sitcom, and I still would probably maintain that opinion. my memory, it holds up decently well. I think it's just one of those shows that when it's written with, you ever see the edits of like Big Bang Theory without a laugh track or Friends without a
Yeah,
laugh track?
it's so
The
awkward.
shows are written with it in.
Yeah,
They don't work as well without it.
right.
And that's like something throughout the whole movie, especially the first 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Feels weird.
It's really, that's the only time I really notice it. Like, once they get out of their house, it's not as bad. I mean, it's still a little bad, but like, that was just blaringly obvious in the first 15 minutes, and we'll talk about it when we talk about the movie.
The plot structure of this movie also feels more like a sitcom, and it is a sitcom show.
It's a DCOM. Like, DCOMs are stupid, you know?
It's just like stuff that I could wave away in a 20-minute episode. That's harder to wave away in an hour and a half movie.
Yeah. The logic, the real world logic of this movie is gone.
Yeah.
But it's also a decom. Like, you think Dad Nap to make sense? It
Well,
doesn't.
Dad Nap we hate.
Exactly. And I don't like this one.
Yeah. So that's just that's where I'm really at with Good Luck Charlie It's Christmas.
Hmm.
I think it would have worked better as a TV, maybe two-part episode. Because it also felt like there was a clear dividing line on what they wanted the two episodes to be.
Uh-huh.
Was like the whole video game subplot. Like, it's clearly a second episode
Yeah.
to me.
Hmm.
And then Disney Channel's like, hey, we got the budget and the slotting, make this into a movie, and they did the best that they could with what they had.
Hmm.
I don't know. Should probably get into the factos. Huh?
Yeah, we should.
Well, first, fan mail. Ba-ba-da-ba. I don't think we have any fan mail.
No.
I'm double checking that for potentially denying.
Boop, boop.
Boop, boop, boop. No fan mail. If you want to send us stuff, email us at thedcomduo@gmail.com
Hmm.
or some other way. Comment YouTube, Q&A
Yeah.
on Spotify. I assume we would get notified for that. If you've done it before, maybe do it in a different way. But yeah, if you have any comments you'd like to say about Good Luck Charlie's Christmas or any other DCOM, hit us up.
Mhm.
All right. For the factos, Good Luck Charlie's Christmas release. Can you guess what month?
December.
Yeah, December 2nd, 2011.
Ooh.
It was the 87th DCOM.
Yeah.
The director of this was Arlene Stanford. Arlene Stanford is a two-time Emmy nominee. She for directing specifically for Ally McBeal and Boston Legal.
Okay.
So some talent behind her there.
Yeah.
She directed the film A Very Brady Sequel.
Oh, not the first one, the sequel.
But mostly has done like TV episodes and TV movies. Really hasn't done film all that much. She's done episodes of Desperate Housewives, Malcolm in the Middle, Grace and Frankie, Pretty Little Liars. A lot of shows people have heard of. She's gotten like a decent amount of credits under her.
Okay.
Our cast. Again, we've talked about pretty much everyone here already a little bit.
Hmm.
So we can speed through this a little bit more. Playing our role of Teddy Duncan. Also, unless otherwise mentioned, like everyone in here is in Good Luck Charlie.
Yeah, they
Pretty
don't.
much.
They don't really have any new characters except maybe the grandparents. I don't know if they're into the show.
I believe they're in the show.
Oh, they
I'm not
are?
100% confident on that.
I would
can
say-
look it back up, but I think they're all in. All three of the grandparents are in the show. It's
Wow.
just like very mindful.
Yeah, like they're not in regular episodes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's Bridget Mendler playing
Oh,
Teddy.
Yay, Teddy Duncan is Bridget Mendler,
Yeah.
our queen.
Uh, we already talked about her in Lemonade Mouth.
Yes.
She also had a big recurring role in Wizards of Waverly Place.
Uh-huh.
She had one album. She was a pretty successful musician. Although, like, yeah, it had the top 50 hit Right or Not. I believe Hurricane also did pretty well.
In the eye of a hurricane, there's quiet.
She's had main, like, roles in things like Undateable, Marry, Happy, Whatever. She also has a graduate degree from MIT.
That's right.
She's also just like one of the most impressive people you'll ever see.
That's right.
She has a JD from Harvard Law School.
Queen.
Since we last talked about her, and in that episode, we have a whole thing going on about how incredibly insane she is. Because we don't talk about this part as much. She's like a really good actress for, especially a child actress.
Oh, she's fantastic.
She's really good at it. She's a good musician.
Yes.
Like the songs that she's made.
Yeah.
That's crazy. But then she's also a doctor, like lawyer.
CEO.
CEO. yeah, since we last talked, she became the CEO and co-founder, along with her husband, of a satellite data startup
Yeah.
company called Northwood Space.
Yeah.
And that has, like, within the last year and a half, raised over $100 million in investments.
Incredible.
She really can do it all.
Yes, she can.
She is the person you don't want your parents to find to be like, oh, she's this old. Why aren't you doing this?
Oh, yeah.
Because
You
it's
don't want to be
actually
compared.
crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She is incredible. We love Bridget Mendler. This is the only other DCOM that she's in, so
Yeah.
this is the last time talking about her, but love you, girl.
Until she suddenly appears in Camp Rock 6.
Or Lemonade Mouth 2. Let's manifest Lemonade Mouth
Manifest.
2. They're bringing back Cheetah Girls. They're bringing back Camp Rock. Like,
They were bringing back Teen Beach, but I think that fell through.
oh, I'm okay with that.
Playing the role of the mom, Amy Duncan, is Leigh-Allyn Baker.
Mm.
We already talked about her in Bad Hair Day.
She was a main role in Bad Hair Day,
Yeah.
yeah.
She's a main role in this too. She's
Well, yeah.
yeah.
I didn't say she wasn't.
Yeah, no, I'm like thinking in the two DCOM she is, despite being like a parent character, she has a main role in both.
It's like her and a teenage girl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's had TV credits and stuff like that. Barnyard Charms, Will and Grace, The 7D, Jake and the Neverland Pirates.
Yeah.
Yeah. She's really had a lot of her acting credits dry up, except for random Kirk Cameron
Yes.
faith-based stuff, and has really started on that right-wing grifter
I was going to
stuff.
ask, like, didn't she do something that was like weirdly
Yeah,
political?
she was extremely anti-mask
Yeah.
during the pandemic, and like
Yes. I remember you talking about this.
virality for her place in the Tennessee school board, and has turned into a right-wing political commentator as a point.
Wow. Yep.
Yeah.
Let's move on.
Well, I will say, I do think, and I don't know if like this film's the best like display of this. The performances she does on Disney Channel, I never think she does a bad job.
No, she's fine.
So that's as much as I'll comment there.
Yeah.
Playing the role of Gabe Duncan, the younger brother,
Yeah.
is Bradley Stephen Perry. We already talked about him in Sharpay's Fabulous Adventure.
Okay.
He's actually been like kind of a titan for Disney Channel. He's done a ton for them.
A lot of the boys stuff.
A lot of the boys stuff. He's kind of a Disney XD king.
Yeah.
Really.
Disney XD king. Let's go.
Yeah. He was in the main cast of Lab Rats and of Mighty Med.
Uh-huh.
He was in the Disney XD original film Pants on Fire.
They have those?
Yeah.
Wow.
He had a recurring role in Descendants Wicked World as Zevon.
Son of Yzma?
Yeah.
Whoa.
He dated Sabrina Carpenter for a couple years.
Good for you.
Yeah. But he got married. It says a few months ago, but that's not true. That was a few months ago as of Sharpay's Fabulous Adventure.
So like
still a few months ago, but like more
less
of a
like
year.
within a year, probably, yeah.
To Natasha Beer, who was the daughter of the Full House actress for DJ.
Yeah.
Candace Cameron Beer, which I think is fascinating.
Mm-hmm.
Really hasn't done that much since 2020. But
yeah.
He paid his time, and I think I think Good Luck Charlie is a well-casted, well-acted, well-structured, very solid. Everything on that show is a B or higher.
Mm-hmm.
Like, for the quality behind it, and that's what makes it work.
Mm-hmm.
There's no real flaw to its system at all.
Sure.
And I think the performances are the same.
Yeah.
Playing the role of Charlie Duncan, as in Good Luck Charlie.
Yeah. I know. Just side note, I know you're going in order that's like on Wikipedia or whatever. Jason Dolly is so low on this list.
There is a reason for that. I can tell you the exact reason. I'm not going on Wikipedia order, although it is Wikipedia order. This is the order they were listed in the actual billing order in the movie. I watched and made sure that was correct in the opening credits.
Okay.
Because the last two people in here that I had, like, in the single billing section are Eric Allen Kramer playing the dad. He's with Eric Allen Kramer, and Jason Dolly has the and. Which I believe is considered the third highest billing spot, and is the fifth. I might be wrong about that.
Interesting. Okay, so they're like Jason Dolly's
when
step above.
When you have a lot of people in the list, like the last one is usually a bigger name.
Right, except like the first one is always like the main role, right?
Yes. The most important spots on the call sheet are the first, followed by the last. But yeah, it's whenever you watch anything with like an opening credit, you'll notice the person with the "and" name
Is
is
important.
is a bigger actor,
Yeah.
at least. It may not
Yes.
be as big a role,
Right.
but the bigger name.
So they saved Jason Dolly for that because he is a DCOM king.
Yeah. And that stuff like is very contractually set, I think, by like actor unions,
Hmm.
by SAG.
Yeah.
It's an interesting part of business I'd like to know more
Yeah.
about for a while.
All right.
But
Anyways.
that's why Mia Talarico gets higher billing as Charlie Duncan.
Right. Yes. Back to Charlie.
She's a baby.
She's a baby in this, and
Yeah.
doesn't really do anything else.
She has really done very little other than Good Luck Charlie,
Mhm.
which is maybe not the most surprising thing. She's too young to really even be like learning how to act
Yeah.
as much. Biggest thing that I could find was a Brat TV show called
Okay.
Nanny.
Sure.
That's the channel Brat TV.
Oh, I think I've heard of that.
But Charlie's just there to be adorable.
Yeah.
That's her role.
And she was.
Playing the role of the grandmother, Petunia Blankenhooper, is Deborah Monk. She's like a big theater actress. She's a Tony winner.
Oh.
Yeah, for
Okay.
Redwood Curtain, and she's been nominated multiple other times.
Okay.
She won an Emmy as well, so she's halfway to an EGOT
Hmm.
for NYPD Blue. She's had screen credits and stuff like Grey's Anatomy. I put that first because I think it is like a recurring role. It was an actual like lengthened arc, so I was curious if you knew who she was in that. New Amsterdam, The Devil's Advocate, One for the Money, and The Gilded Age, but she's still a very active actress.
Yeah. Oh, I do know who she is in Grey's Anatomy. She was George's mom.
Yeah.
So, yeah, pretty big role.
Playing the role of the grandfather, Hank Blankenhooper, is Michael Kagan. He had a recurring Hannah Montana role,
Oh,
kind of how he went in there,
do
the
you know
Disney
who?
Circle. Otherwise, he's had tiny roles on things like Desperate Housewives, NYPD Blue, The West Wing, but nothing that
Do you
major.
know who he was on Hannah
He
Montana?
was like a radio host,
Okay,
talk show host.
got it.
I think if they ever wanted Hannah on radio, it would be with him.
Mm-hmm.
Playing the role of the dad, Bob Duncan,
Mm-hmm.
is Eric Allen Kramer. He had notable roles on Lodge 49 and The Huleys. This is probably, Good Luck Charlie is probably like the biggest role that he had. He had tons of small TV credits otherwise. He's been very active from 1987 to this day. He is the first actor to ever play Thor, specifically Marvel's Thor, in live action for like a
When?
made-for-TV Incredible Hulk movie.
Oh, weird.
Yeah, just a fun fact.
Okay.
That's your original live-action Thor.
That's a good fact to have in our back pocket.
Uh, Playing the role of PJ Duncan, the older brother, is Jason Dolly.
There we go.
There's your DCOM king.
And Jason Dolly.
Yeah. He was the star of Hatching Pete and Minutemen, and also a pretty decent sized role in Read and Weep.
Yep, that's four
Four
DCOMs
DCOMs.
total. He was in Good Luck Charlie, of course, and he was also in Cory in the House, so it's two Disney Channel shows.
Yeah. Now, he's one of the, again, I would probably put him on my Disney Channel Mount Rushmore just for how much he contributed to the channel.
He really did. Like, he was a huge actor when we were growing up. Like, he was in Disney Channel games, right? As like a big character, as a big guy. I'm like, you think about who you want to see compete in Disney Channel games, he's one of them.
Yeah. I think we've talked about this before in one of his other films. He's one of those actors that it doesn't surprise me that he hasn't been able to land much outside of Disney Channel, but worked really well on the channel.
That's so sad,
Yeah.
though.
But like, he has a very good talent level for the channel.
Yeah, I thought his acting is like perfect for Disney Channel, where it's like actually pretty good, and he has like good comedy, like
Good
good
coffee
comedic,
shops on
yeah, which is great. Like, I enjoy, well, I guess I just really enjoyed Minutemen. I guess that's the one I enjoy the
Yeah,
most,
his list of TCOMs, you're not a huge fan of
unfortunately.
overall.
But I mean, growing up, I didn't mind Hatching Pete. Watching it as an adult is a different experience, so we will talk
My
about.
son's for chicken. Alright, and then a couple extra small roles that I wanted to throw in here. playing the role of Ivy is Raven Goodwin. She's in 34 episodes of the show, so like
And she's in like
she's in
one
one scene
conversation
where she just walks into the house and then leaves the house.
and then leaves.
I want to talk about that when we get to that because it's so just to get the quick plot out of the way.
Yeah.
Forced exposition.
It's pretty dumb.
She was a main cast member of the Nickelodeon sitcom Just Jordan.
Oh, okay, I don't know what that is.
Yeah. She has a recurring role in Alvin Elementary.
Who is she in Abbott?
I think she's Janine's friend.
Is she?
I might be wrong about it.
I'll look it up.
That is matching the face in my head.
She plays Crystal, who is an involved parent in the PTA member. She's one of the parents that's always at the meetings. Oh, she's the one with the tattoo bitch on her chest.
She also had a recurring role in Glee,
Fuck, who is she on Glee?
as well as Malcolm in the Middle.
Oh, she had a very small role in Glee.
Okay.
She was part of the Shanks. It's like a girl gang in Glee.
And then playing the role of Jordan, the girl that steals their luggage but then gets like a whole redemption arc.
Yes, she is a bigger character than Ivy was in this movie.
It's Abby Cobb. She had a minor role in Starstruck.
Okay, girl.
I think she's just one of the fanboy girls.
Was she the friend of the sister?
I think so.
Hell yeah.
She had recurring roles in 90210 and Suburgatory.
Oh.
And like small roles and stuff like Jonas, Big Time Rush, The Mentalist, American Horror Story, Pair of Kings.
Okay.
So she's been around.
Mm-hmm.
The fun facts that I have, I couldn't find all too much about this.
Mm-hmm.
The film takes place officially between season 2 and 3 of the show. It's canon. It's how the show announced that they were going to add another character to the family.
Yeah, pretty big lore drop. Like, if you didn't watch this movie and you were watching the show, you missed something.
Yeah.
You missed a big
Which
announcement.
the baby doesn't come until the 7th episode of the next season.
Oh, really? But she's pregnant.
Yes.
I guess then you're not missing that much context. She is pregnant.
Yeah.
But you miss them announcing it, which is kind of important. You'd be like, what? When did that happen?
To make the film feel more cinematic and less like the TV show, the house set, which is the same that they use because you can't do another house, the lights were dimmed down and the outdoor lights were brightened.
It does look different.
It looks significantly different.
Yeah, it's definitely less bright.
It's the scripting that we have the issue with.
Yeah, because they're still treating it script-wise like a sitcom.
I do wonder if at one point in development, like when they were filming it, they intended to have like canned laughter in it.
I don't know. It kind of feels like it.
How many films? I don't know if I've ever seen a film with like a laugh track. I don't think I have.
No.
It really just isn't done.
No. It's a very much TV show thing.
Yeah. And then Bridget Miller performed the opening song to this film. I'm going to run to you.
Yep, it definitely sounded like her. Yep.
All right. Do you want the Disney Plus description?
Oh boy. Strap in. It's so long.
It's a holiday season the Duncans won't soon forget. The adventure begins when the Duncans, who are en route to Palm Springs to celebrate the holidays with Amy's parents, are separated after Teddy, Bridget Miller, makes a snap decision to give up her seat on the flight in return for a free ticket. Unwilling to stand by and let her daughter travel alone, Amy, Leigh-Allyn Baker, also disembarks, only to discover the next flight to Palm Springs departs after Christmas. Meanwhile, the rest of the family arrives in Palm Springs, but things there aren't any easier. Bob, Eric Allen Kramer, tries to take care for Charlie, Mia Tallarico, under the watchful eye of Amy's mom Petunia, Deborah Monk. TJ, Jason Dolly, learns the pros and cons of his grandparents' pool, and Gabe, Bradley Stephen Perry, quickly realizes the downside of teaching Grandpa Hank, Michael Kagan, play his video game.
Jesus Christ. You do not need to put every single actor in the description. Second, the plot in Palm Springs, I feel like, is so much less important. I mean, I guess it's the other half of the movie. But, like, the fact that they gave that way more description than the girls.
It's part of the reason that I describe this more as a, like, multi-part episode in writing.
Yeah.
Because it's so clearly an A-plot, B-plot situation.
Why did they not say the actor for Amy the first time they mentioned her, but they did like the second time?
Because they didn't want it after an apostrophe S. Amy's
parents. You're right, I guess, yeah. Talking about Amy. Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
this is way too long. I mean, none of it's inaccurate. It's all accurate.
It's all accurate.
So that's good.
It's just like this may be the longest one we've had.
If I was reading this, I'd be like, why the fuck do I care who every single person is played by? Like, I get you're doing it maybe like the main 2 or 3 characters if they're important, but like every single
Leigh-Allyn
one.
Baker sued us to be like, hey, I need my name in here. And they went, okay, well, ask
Literally,
everyone's name.
they gave Charlie's actress's name, and she's a baby.
Yeah.
What?
No clue.
Okay. You ready to jump into the movie?
I am going to zap this movie.
You're gonna zap it?
S-
I guess
I
that's
got
the end of the
zapped.
episode.
All right. Thanks everyone for watching.
All right. So opening credits. We get like title screen, opening credits. It's all this kind of like
It's like a
animated
map of Denver and like
and a bunch of cars. And they do like the same animation of a car driving by with the next person's name over and over and over and over again. And it's so boring.
another reason I think this movie was originally a 2-part episode they're stretching out is it feels like they didn't leave a single thing on the cutting room floor.
Hmm.
And stuff like this are stretched out
Yeah.
longer. And on top of that, it's a short film. Like it's an hour 20.
Yes, it's under 90 minutes. It's like DCOMs usually don't have a title screen like this. Like some of them do, but the norm for DCOMs is like establishing shots with the credits on the bottom. Like going through the names as we're getting into the movie. This is like the movie has not started. We're just getting some like travel little animations with all the whole cast.
I think they may have been like, we got to stretch out this time to fit in our like sponsors format for like what we're going to try and sell ads for. So you need to just fill time. They said opening credits is an easy way to do that. It's an easy way post film to extend length.
Right, then we get a city shot with fake snow. Like it's so clear that the snow is edited on top of the shot.
I think the house for the family lives in is not in Colorado. It's like film taking place in Colorado.
Right, because they're flying out of Colorado, aren't they?
The whole show is
Denver.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, Duncan House, 4 p.m. 62 hours before Christmas.
This is like how they're going to tie everything together the whole time. It's how many hours before Christmas.
Yeah, that's it, which is nice that it gives you like this how much time has passed, like just checking in. Because sometimes it's confusing in DCOMs, and this one it does matter like when Christmas is. So I did like that they were doing that. Teddy vlogs about how they're going to travel.
She video diaries.
She's vlogging.
It's vlogging.
Was it not called vlogging at the time? It was, wasn't it? Vlogging was a thing in that era, 2011.
Yeah, but they still call the show the entire time calls it video diary.
Right. She's not like posting it. She's saving these for Charlie to watch when she's older.
Yeah.
Which that's the whole concept of the show, right? Is it because like Teddy knows that she's gonna be long gone when Charlie grows up, like she's gonna be away at college and stuff.
I don't remember like the original episodes of establishing the context of the show as much. And they really, especially later on in the show, just make it like a family sitcom and not really about that much.
Makes sense. But yeah, she's talking about how they're going to travel to Grandma and Grandpa's in Palm Springs for Christmas. Charlie breaks a vase. Mom is so frazzled with everything going on. She's like, it's an important Christmas this year because we're going to Palm Springs. Yeah. And it's like, why is that making you so frazzled?
We're gonna again. This is a spoiler-full podcast, so we're just gonna talk about everything.
She's pregnant.
She's pregnant, and honestly, I like the way. One of the things I will give credit to this film for. They slowly hint it, reveal it throughout, and then they don't save it for a big last-second reveal. They reveal it to the audience before they reveal it to the rest of the family.
Yeah.
So you get the end moment of that still, but when it became clear and obvious to the people at home what's going on, they let it go.
Yeah.
Which is good writing, I feel, for everything there. Also, probably where the episode would have ended on the first time.
Oh, when it would have been a 2-part episode. Surprise.
This is my conspiracy theory.
You're so right. Okay. Teddy's like, we're going to Palm Springs, isn't that supposed to be relaxing? And the mom's like, yeah, but like I want to keep our traditions, like the tree-shaped pancakes. I wrote that down because I knew it was going to come back, and it did. And what about the star? putting the star on the tree tradition that the littlest Duncan gets to put the star on the tree. And Charlie, doesn't it matter to you? And Charlie's like, I'm a baby. And Teddy's like, it's not a big deal, Mom. And she's like, it is. It's important to Charlie. And Charlie eats the star and then throws it.
Yeah, haha, baby.
Haha.
Also, we're talking about this fast. Every sentence is followed by like a half-second beat
For laugh.
for laughter, but there's no laughter.
It's so awkward. And then, just like a sitcom, PJ comes through the door with the blizzard and holds for applause.
It feels like a serious film or like a comedy film that's about filming a sitcom,
Yeah.
where like it's trying to do a satire on the sitcom format. What was that like Netflix show recently that was like, um,
Like Fuck You, Kevin, or something like that.
yeah,
I don't
you know what I'm
remember.
talking
I know what
about.
you're talking about.
How do you explain that for the audience at home?
It's a show that's like half sitcom from the husband's perspective and half like drama from the wife's perspective because she fucking hates him.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's kind of like the drama perspective of everything going on, but the comedy side of it, and
Hmm.
it's just awkward.
Yeah. Um, Mom is like, PJ, tell Teddy how important the traditions are. And he's like, what? He's like, oh, whatever. And then PJ shows off his Christmas swimsuits. Ha ha ha. And then he leaves the room so that Dad can come through the door, hold for applause.
It's dad.
It's Dad.
Ever? Yeah, like three different people do Kramer walking through a door. It's like Kelsey broke them down in different scenes, but they're in this house for like the first 10 minutes, and it feels like there would have been four different cuts to like a different scene briefly
Yeah.
to like reset the shot. They just didn't do that.
Bam, bam, bam. The way they come through the door. And it's so like Full House too, because they're always coming through the door. Like it's just a sitcom, right? Yeah. Okay. Dad comes in. He has a stroller, car seat, airplane seat thing for Charlie. Haha, what a funny gag for this movie. It's supposed to like retract, but doesn't work. And then Mom tells Dad to tell the kids how important the star is, but he doesn't really care either.
Also, they can't find the star anymore.
Well, Charlie threw it after she ate it.
Yeah, and it ends up inside the bag, and that's what fucks up the
It fucks
pressure.
everything up.
Yeah,
It ends up in the car seat, actually.
yeah, that's what I mean.
You said
It's
the
a car.
bag.
It's a car seat and a bag.
No, it's not a bag. It's a car seat
Well, I think it's like the
stroller.
wheeling part of it. Yeah,
It's
never
supposed to
mind.
like contract up and so whatever. Okay. Gabe upstairs is playing this game that looks a lot like Halo. And Mom comes in and blocks the TV, like, man, your mom. And we learn that he's playing Galaxy of Death 2. And Mom's like, wait, how are you already playing your Christmas present? And he's like, whoops, I meant Galaxy of Death 1, haha. You learn he found the presents and he opened it up. Whatever.
He's the snotty, like schemy kid that's
Middle
in
child.
every sitcom. You
Yeah.
know, there was someone who's got to play that role, and he does that. I just like to say this movie, the whole B plot is about video games. Maybe C plot depends on how you define it.
Mhm.
And I feel like this game is so fake.
Well, every video game in a DCOM or just kind of
Yeah.
movies in general, like it's always
It's a hard thing to do there, but like the thing that I feel like always gets me about people trying to reference these fake games is how much they talk about these lore things that are happening in here.
hmm
Whereas people who would talk about games, at least from my experience, honestly just talk about like, oh yeah, and I shot the guy. Oh, I had to get the flag or whatever. I did go there. Not like the stone of power and get the agent of whatever stupid like
The Stone
phrase.
of Metriosis
Maybe
or whatever.
like apparently the person who made this game is just a visionary in the field. Maybe his storytelling is incredible. This is Last of Us.
He has a whole, we're jumping ahead a little bit. Spoilers. He has a whole paintball tournament, and he's only released one of these games, and the second one just came out.
Yeah, I think the concept is that he's done a bunch of other games and other series.
But the paintball tournament's based off
This one.
this one.
Yeah.
Whatever. So basically Mom's like you won't get in trouble as long as like you go and tell everybody how important this star tradition is. And Gabe's like, yes, it's so important to me. I love that star tradition so much.
Mhm.
So yeah. Then Teddy's friend comes over, who I never caught her name. Her name is Ivy.
She comes over and notice her entire plot here is she comes over to tell Teddy like one sentence and then
And
walks
then
out.
leaves. And did she even knock?
No.
She just opens the door because that's what you do in sitcoms.
Mm-mm.
She comes in. She's like, we have spring break plans, Teddy. Remember? And Teddy's like, yes. And she's like, did you ask your parents if you can go on our spring break plans? Like going to Florida, basically. And Teddy's like, no, but I
For the right
will.
time.
And
And
she's
she's like,
like,
what about
okay.
now?
And then she sees how frazzled the mom is and stuff. She's like, okay, I guess not now, but do it soon. I'm gonna leave through the other door. Goodbye. And that's the last you see of her in the whole movie. Um, then Teddy asks Dad, like, why are you so on edge and what's up with Mom? And Dad's like, sometimes the thing you're focused on isn't what's causing the stress. And Teddy's like, okay, well then what is causing the stress? And he's like, um, that we're
She's
going to
pregnant.
that we're going to Palm Springs. And Teddy's like, so? And he's like, so, when we got married, your grandma thought I was an idiot and that I'd ruin your mom's life. So I got, like, this my opportunity to turn it all around.
She's like, not previous, like 15
Yeah,
Christmases.
she's like, you see grandma every Christmas. That's dumb. And it's like, okay, whatever. Then Teddy tells mom about the spring break plan. She's like, Mom, I really want to go to Florida for spring break. And mom's like, no, you're too young to go cross country without an adult. So I guess it's like just her and Ivy going to Florida kind of by themselves. Which, how old is Teddy? Is she like
That's a good question
16,
for this
17?
season.
She can drive.
I would guess 16.
Okay.
It's hard because like Bridget Mendler could believably play like a 20-year-old in this film.
Bridget Mendler, I think, probably was in her 20s
Yeah.
when this film.
You know,
I'll look up how old she was in 2011. Oh, she was 18. Never mind. She's younger than I thought she was at the time.
mhm.
'Cause I feel like she just kind of looks older. Is
I
that
think she looks
crazy?
older for a child actor because normally child actors look
You
younger.
look young, yeah. But she was 18. So, okay, Teddy was probably like 16, 17 years older. Yeah, that makes sense. Um, so the mom's like, no, you can't go. So then it cuts to them in the airport. It says 48 hours until Christmas. And Teddy's still trying to convince mom to go on the spring break trip. And she's like, but I watch Charlie all the time. Why am I old enough to watch Charlie, but not old enough to go to Florida? And they're like, because you're not, Thea. Too bad. And then the dad is like, okay, here's the deal. If you can buy your own plane ticket, then you can go. And the mom's like, what? But then Charlie's like, what? I can't afford a ticket. It's in 2 weeks. And he's like, oh, too bad. Like, he was just
Really
playing
early
her.
spring break for
Wait, yeah, it's Christmas. What do you mean 2 weeks from now? Or I think she said she has to buy the ticket in 2 weeks.
that's maybe more believable.
That's more because you gotta plan ahead.
Yeah.
That makes sense. All right, so then they see TSA, right? TSA is just one metal detector, as we all know. And Gabe sees and goes, "Uh-oh, not the metal detector." And PJ's like,
For
"What's
Gabe
up with you?"
typically being kind of the smart one of the group, I get Teddy's the real smart one of the group, but like Gabe's not considered. PJ's the idiot character.
Right, and you might be thinking, why didn't he put it in his suitcase? The mom said earlier, "I'm gonna check your suitcase."
He was dumb to just forget that there was going to be metal detectors,
Yeah,
and he just duct taped the console to his stomach.
he's so dumb. No, not his stomach. Um. Oh, was it his stomach?
Yeah,
Okay, never mind. Yeah,
not just his stomach.
not just his stomach. Um. Gabe walks through the metal detector and it beeps. And you know what happens when you beep through a metal detector in TSA? Code red, get him on the ground.
I mean, it's not this type of sensor, but if it was the type of sensor, it looks like, oh no, an electronic device that's basically shaped like a modern bomb. Uh-oh, that you're smuggling in on your...
I feel like if you get beeped, they just go, come here,
Yeah.
and then they grab the wand and they go, wah, 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 wah. But this one, they go, code red, and every single TSA agent jumps on him. Like, no. Why are they freaking out about this, like, 12-year-old? But whatever. He was smuggling in his game system, and PJ's like, huh, without a controller, you idiot. And then he goes through the metal detector and it beeps because the controller was taped to PJ. It's like, what? How did that get in there? hold for laughter. And Gabe's like, "You're a heavy sleeper." Alright, then after the extensive TSA search, they have 2 minutes until the flight. Even though they saw it was just game stuff, but
Well, they might be trying to do a deeper investigation than that.
I guess.
Like, you can. It's actually probably good to investigate a multi-family doing this level of smuggling so blatantly.
Yeah. Alright. So yeah, it took very long to do TSA, so they have to run to the airplane. And Charlie's getting pushed in her little stroller thing, and there's a song playing, and it's very dramatic, slow motion running. But they make it to the gate, and they just throw their tickets at the gate lady and run on the plane. That's very rude of them, but
They were
okay.
so worried they were gonna miss it, even
Even though
though
they
they
made
weren't.
it to the gate, though, like they'll let you on the plane if you're there and the door is still open.
Yeah, it's just a slow slapstick scene.
And the dad jumps over the chairs and falls, and she's like, "You didn't have to do that."
Yeah.
But yeah, on the plane, Gabe is sad that he has his video game without the system.
And this is plot relevant that they're like waiting for the flight a little bit because now they're all frazzled when this next like scene's coming on. The dad's trying to get the car seat,
He's
plane
trying to
seat to
get the
work,
handle down, and it's not going down. And okay,
and the
question
mom's
for
like
you.
worried about the game system at this moment.
No, the game
Awesome.
system.
I thought then she wasn't there till Teddy like volunteers. Maybe I'm wrong.
I don't know what you're talking about. But I have a question for you though. Gabe's um whole system was taken. Does he just not own it anymore? Does TSA confiscate it and it's gone? Because like, where else would it be?
They can ship it back to their house.
Can they do
Like
that?
if you pay for postage, I bet that'd be something they could do. I don't
Or
know.
is the mom like just put it in the suitcase but you can't have access to it?
I don't know.
Maybe. I'm just like, are they allowed to keep that? Because he has
I
the
wouldn't be
video game.
surprised if it was thrown away.
That is tragic.
And it's consequence for your own actions.
Yeah. So, okay. Then the flight attendant asks for someone to get off in exchange for a free round trip flight anywhere. So Teddy's like,
Wait a
yes,
second, that's exactly what I need.
I need a flight. I need a round trip ticket. I will get off the plane. Hooray. And the mom's like, what the heck? Do something. The dad, what's his name? Bob?
Yeah.
And he's so focused on the car
He
seat that
doesn't even realize what's happening.
yeah. So the mom also gets off the plane, and the gate lady's like, we only needed one volunteer. And the mom's like, you think I'm gonna let my teenage daughter get off this plane by myself? You're crazy. Um, so Teddy gets her free ticket. The mom does not get a free ticket because they didn't promise it for
Yeah.
the second person. I guess that makes it.
Normally when these announcements happen, which they do happen,
Hmm.
you hear people talk through like, oh, the next flight will come this day to get
Yeah, they had
information.
zero warning of when the next flight was because they're like, okay, let's get you on the next flight, and it's in 3 days. The next one's not fully booked.
Yeah.
But in 3 days, Christmas will be over. And the mom starts beef with the gate lady, and literally, like, they get escorted out of the airport because she started throwing hands. We don't get to see her throwing hands, but we're told afterwards that she punched her. Teddy's like, Mom, you shouldn't have hit her.
She's like, I was just gesturing in her face.
Yeah. What's up with you? And the mom's like, we're gonna miss Christmas. And Teddy's like, don't worry, I'm gonna get us to Palm Springs. I feel like Teddy is way too calm for this.
She is too calm, but I think it's because her mom literally challenged her to basically behave like a reasonable adult.
Uh-huh.
So the entire film, she's trying to put on like formative. I'm calm, cool, and collected.
Yeah. I can handle this.
Yeah,
So how are they gonna get to Palm Springs? A bus.
yeah. Well, you missed that. Teddy thinks about it for like 10 seconds. A long pause there.
And she goes,
God, we'll go on a bus. And she's like, I could have thought of that.
yeah. So 43 hours until Christmas, so it's been 5 hours. They get on the bus, and we learn it's an 18-hour ride to get to Palm Springs. And also, there's a chicken on the
Yeah,
bus.
this guy with a live chicken on the bus.
They talk about
Probably
it a
won't
lot.
be alive.
Probably not.
Yeah.
So they talk about the chicken a lot. And I wrote it down being like, oh, haha, funny little gag. They bring it up a lot since after this, but yeah. In Palm Springs, the boys and Charlie arrive. And the dad calls the mom, and she's like, yeah, we'll be there in 18 hours. We're on a bus. And the dad,
Dad's like, oh shit, I'm
uh,
realizing
you're gonna leave me alone with your mother?
your mom. I hate my mother-in-law.
And dad's like, all right, guys, one rule. Don't leave me in a room alone with grandma. And they're like, okay. And that literally happens a lot. So they did not do a good job at that. Then he says that right as grandma and grandpa roll up. And dad tries to like give her a kiss, but she's like, mm-mm.
She's like, where's my daughter?
Where's my daughter and my granddaughter? And he's like, oh, they're on a bus. And the grandma's like, what the fuck? You couldn't afford more plane
He
tickets?
ain't
What are
killing
you?
off bugs. Which I like that as a
Because
phrase.
he's a bug exterminator.
Yeah, that's his job.
Yeah. On the bus, Teddy is trying to have a good attitude about the whole thing, but the mom is looking a little green. And she throws up in Teddy's magazine bag, right on her magazine.
Yeah. Mom will be doing nothing but throwing up on this bus.
Yup.
Morning sickness, am I right?
Alright, in Palm Springs now. Christmas by the pool. They arrive at Grandma and Grandpa's house, which is like there's a pool and a bunch of people there. Is it like a community pool? I
I
don't
think,
know.
yeah, it's like a retirement home facility, like assisted living.
Okay. I don't know. My grandma Audrey, my great grandma, she retired in Florida and there was like a pool in her
Yeah.
neighborhood. So it's probably just like
Yeah,
that.
it's like a townhouse pool type thing.
Yeah.
I don't know the whole system, but
Dad asked if they childproof the place, and Grandma's like,
of
of
course.
course we did, except for the Christmas
And
decorations.
there's just a bunch of pointy, fragile, breakable Christmas.
Glass.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a minefield.
And he's like, any chance we could put this stuff away? And she's like, don't be ridiculous. Just ask her not to touch it.
Charlie is 4? No,
I think she's younger. I think she's like 2.
2. Yeah.
Yeah. She's a
Well,
little
maybe
late.
it's season 2, or between season 2 and 3 of the show. She's probably like 3.
Yeah. Either way, like toddler wants to break a bunch of stuff. Hard to manage. Yeah. Terrible 2s or 3s. Um, the dad's like, you had kids once, right? And he's like, and the grandma is like, yeah, but they were well behaved because we knew how to parent. Classic boomer shit, being like, oh, you guys just don't know how to parent your children. Back in my day, the children were good and behaved. Sure. Back in my day, my kids didn't look at iPads because they didn't exist.
Yeah, all you do is look at an iPad, Grandma.
Yeah, grandma. All right, on the bus, mom is hogging the bathroom with her puke, and she gets out, and the guy's like, keep her away from my chickens. The chicken guy. And then they make a pit stop. And Teddy's like, should we go to a doctor? Like, you're throwing up a lot. And mom's like, no, I'm just a little car sick. I'm fine. And then they're about to get back on the bus, and the bus driver goes, oh, actually, you guys aren't allowed back on the bus because the other passengers are refusing to travel with you. I'm sorry. What?
Yeah, so I think with the behavior that she's displaying, where she has been doing nothing but throw up for like 6 hours,
I don't know how long it's been, but yeah.
something like that, it's completely justified and probably legally right to kick her off. However, the reason being everyone else refuses to go with you would not be the reason.
That doesn't
It
fly.
would just be like public health safety, but I guess they wanted to add some conflict.
Yeah, they wanted the mom to throw hands again,
Yeah.
which she does.
It also explains why the bus company doesn't assist them in finding like a ride to.
Because she starts throwing hands.
Yeah.
Yeah, she like storms on the bus and is yelling at everybody. And Teddy tries to defuse, and she's like, "Why are the
She
chickens
always
allowed?"
wants to get physical.
Yeah,
Like an ape.
like an ape. Teddy's like, "Why is the chicken allowed but not us?" And he's like, "No one's complaining about the chicken." And mom threatens the bus driver, and they end up getting kicked off. And they ask the cop, like, "Is there a train station?" And he's like, "Oh yeah, there is, but like trains don't go
Yeah,
there."
it's like a historic train. Butch Cassidy robbed it once.
Yeah. What about rental cars? And he's like, try 8 miles up that hill. I can't drive you because someone has to go turn on the stoplight.
Classic small town.
Yeah.
One couldn't ride with them to the stoplight.
So they start walking 8 miles. Jesus.
With their luggage.
With their luggage.
In the
Horrible.
snow.
Horrible, horrible. Uphill.
Yeah. This is a road trip movie. If we haven't said that,
Yeah.
I think I found out. I just really don't care for road trip movies.
Yeah.
Which I get the genre. I just it's not. I don't think it's as much for me.
Uh-huh. Back in Palm Springs, Dad is watching a dinosaur movie, and then he like leaves the room to go get something, and Charlie comes in, and she is the dinosaur. And I actually really like this sequence. It plays like Jaws like music.
Yeah, it's a disaster
Yeah.
movie scene, and it's just filming a toddler breaking all this potential stuff.
All the Christmas decor, she's
Yeah,
just like going through
it's
them.
sitcom humor.
And
That's
like
good.
this is like the one gag in the movie where I'm like, that was good.
Mhm.
That was funny.
And it's the least plot related thing.
Yep. It's just Charlie being cute.
Yeah.
Um, so then she's about to go for the glass nutcracker, pushing it over, and Dad catches it. But oh no, not the super rare glass reindeer. She's going for that too. But Dad grabs her and he takes the reindeer and
Grabs it out of her hand right
yeah,
as Grandma walks
yeah.
in and goes, "What are you doing with my reindeer?" And Charlie goes, "Bad daddy."
Bad Daddy. And so he like just gets the blame
Yeah.
for it.
Yeah, it's like my darling angel Charlie would never break
She'll
that.
never. Alright, then we cut to Gabe looking at his video game. All he's doing, like, since the airplane is just looking at the disc,
When you want a game, a society.
me with a Switch cartridge in my hand, being like, oh, I wish I could play you.
Yeah. Think about Sony just like a couple days ago announced that they're no longer going to do physical games starting like 2028 at all.
Wild.
So what would this scene been like in that age? Just looking at a computer with like a screen that says you own this game.
Kids in 10 years aren't gonna even be able to understand this reference.
It's going to be so
It's
stupid.
so dated. They're like, your video games used to be on discs? Yeah, and you know what? It was better. Being able to pop out a disc and put it in and it didn't
Being
have to
able to
download.
resell a game.
Yeah, resell a game. You didn't have to download it on your system. You didn't run out of storage. It was on the disc.
Yeah, take that, Sony. Watch Good Luck Charlie as Christmas and get a life. I like how that implies watching that movie
Well,
is a life.
I wasn't alive until I saw Good Luck Charlie. It's Christmas.
All of that was prologue.
Ugh. Grandpa comes in and he's like, why are you so sad? Have a mint. His whole thing in this movie is mints.
I wonder if that's a part, like, in the rest of the show.
It's just an old person thing.
Yeah.
Have a mint. And Gabe's like, I lost my best friend today. Oh, really? What was his name? Z Station Deluxe Home Gaming System. I think it's gone.
All of these consoles are also, like, fictional consoles for
It's straight up
sitcoms.
Xbox parody. Z Station.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's always stupid. The only show I feel like that ever did this well was just like the Pear Company instead of Apple.
That was on Nickelodeon. And
Yeah.
that was multiple shows.
Yeah, I saw the Rob Schneider shows,
Yeah.
unfortunately, but it's a good bit.
The phones shaped like pears
Yeah.
were always fun. And then the huge tablets shaped like pears. Yeah.
If you're gonna be like making a fake system and you're like actually saying the name out loud and stuff, lean into the bit.
Lean into it.
This just looks like a Wii.
But it is an Xbox.
Yeah.
And he plays Halo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Although the grandpa plays golf, because guess what? The grandpa has this
Yeah,
game.
I have one of those. And he's like, what? What games do you have? Golf. And what other games do I need?
Guy discovered Wii Sports Golf, and it's like, I have found the pinnacle of technology.
Literally, I had like older relatives. And I go to their house and they have a Wii, and all they have is like Wii Sports.
It was an extremely common thing.
My grandma had like Wii Fit,
Yeah.
and that's like it. Yeah.
That Nintendo Wii is very much credited with just expanding video games in general, but like capitalizing on casual gaming market. People are going to buy like 2 games total.
Yeah, crazy. So Gabe's like, Grandpa, let me introduce you to Galaxy of Death 2. And Grandpa's like, what does that have to do with golf? Huh.
For a boomer joke, I kind of like that.
Absolutely nothing. Alright, 38 hours until Christmas. The girls walk while Mom cries. And Teddy's like, Mom, chill out. 1 second you're crying, the next you're punching people.
They're going through some emotional whiplash.
And yeah, so then they make it to Lenny's, which is the car rental place, and it's falling apart. And they go in and they meet Daryl. What? That's not Lenny. He's like, yeah, I bought Lenny out, but I kept the name for like marketing purposes. And they're like, do you rent cars? And he says, no. So the mom cries more.
Did you mention that on Daryl's jumpsuit it still
It
says
says Lenny.
Lenny?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you wouldn't know it by the way he dressed.
But his
His
name's
name is
Daryl.
Daryl,
Yeah. He's like, I can sell you an old Yugo for $50.
which
Sold.
crazy to get a car in any level of working condition for $50. You could just scrap that for parts.
The
I know
fact
they're
that
in
it
the
works at all, yeah.
maybe he's just being nice because it's like Christmas and he's like, I don't want to deal with
When
this.
my car crapped out, it could basically not drive anymore. We still got like $200 for it.
Yeah, just for part like getting into garage like he's at,
Yeah.
where you can sell it off for the parts that are still working,
Yeah.
should be fine. But they're like, okay, yeah, we'll take it for $50.
Yeah. Good luck. Like the name of the
Good luck, Teddy.
Good luck, Teddy and Amy. Um, yeah.
Meanwhile, Grandpa is now game addicted.
Oh my gosh. Grandpa's playing the game and Gabe's like so bored. He's
It's a weirdly common sitcom trope. You introduce a non-gaming adult to video games and suddenly they're addicted,
Yeah.
and it's their whole
This
life.
like plot now is that Grandpa's addicted to this video game. And I don't care. It's so boring.
The B plot could certainly be better. The A plot is serviceable, even though I don't like road trip
This
movies.
is
It
even
makes sense as like the basis of a movie.
this is the C plot because the B plot is the dad.
The video game plot, which I'm collectively doing the video game plot, maybe the grandpa being part of it, because that's not talked about in
Yeah.
the second of my theoretical 2-episode special that I'm
Yeah.
talking about here. Is all the B plot's by far the video game. Honestly, it could even be considered the A plot in some like pacing of it.
That's true. Yeah.
The paintball thing is given a lot of focus.
It is. It's that's later though.
Yeah, but this is leading into that,
Yeah.
so it is important.
Grandpa's been hogging the game for 2 hours, and Gabe's like, it's not fair, you've been hogging it. But Grandpa's so addicted. And he's like, how do I get the stone, or how do I get
The
across the
stone
field?
of Metrios.
How
or
do
whatever it
I
is.
get across the plains of Boone?
And he has to just tell him how to play video games, and he's like, this is my torture.
But Grandpa's actually very competent at doing it. He
Yeah.
was just like, I tried blasting through, and he's like, you gotta sneak around the back. Whatever. Then Dad tries to read Charlie a book, which he refuses.
The grandma's like, yeah, you gotta read her at home. You can't just be performative for me in front here.
And he's like, I do read to her. And then PJ comes in from the pool and he's all sunburned everywhere. He's like, I took a little nap in the sun. Don't worry, I put this on, but it wasn't sunscreen. It was suntan oil.
So he's
Ugh.
just burnt.
He's burnt. Grandma's
And
judging
he's
Dad's
burnt for the rest
parents.
of the film, though his face and never looks it again.
Yeah. Grandma's judging his bad parenting, hardcore. And Charlie knocks down the Christmas tree.
Yeah. And the grandma's like, you know what? That's too much. I'm putting you in timeout. Not Charlie. She's an angel.
You, Dad,
Mom.
you're going in this bedroom and you're gonna think about being a good parent. Bad daddy, no cookies. And then she literally locks him in. He can't get out.
Maybe he has a point about his mother-in-law.
Yeah. I think this house is actually very abusive and not fun. And we'll talk about more what happens later. Meanwhile, Mom and Teddy drive the shitty car through the mountains. Teddy insists on driving to prove that she's a responsible adult. And Mom gets a call from Dad, and he tells her about being locked in the bedroom. When are you getting here? And she's like, yeah, not anytime soon. And they're like, oh, yes, we're making it to the downhill part, so we'll be able to go faster. But uh-oh, the brakes stopped working in their car, so they can't slow down.
Right on their decline.
So they're going hard swerves. Whoa!
For
Whoa!
like 2 hours, they gotta deal with that. Kelsey, you want a trauma share or no?
No, just once the brakes fell out of the truck I was driving and I was on the highway. It was very scary, but I was fine and I didn't hit anything. I just kind of coasted to a stop. Um, but it was very scary. And I was freaking out crying. And unlike, these girls going downhill on a swervy mountainous road are just kind of like, well, what do we do?
And the weather stopped working and
And it's
snowing
snowing.
and there's another car coming
And they
and
go, oh no. And I was like just going down a highway going, I don't have brakes
what's crazy to
anymore.
me is after this situation, we don't even like see them park the car. They just like go to a motel parking lot somehow after this completely
It
fine.
wasn't a motel, it was a diner.
Yeah.
Unless it was both.
I think there was a diner right next to a motel.
But they didn't even sleep in the motel, they slept
No.
in the car. Yeah. Okay. Palm Springs next morning, 24 hours until Christmas, so it is Christmas Eve now. Gabe wakes up to the sound of his grandpa playing his video game. He's like, Grandpa, did you play all night? He's like, yeah, except for my pee break from 4 to 4:45.
Classic old person joke.
I did like that one, actually. Gabe's like, I can't let you go on like this. And Grandpa is like playing with some Korean kids and
And he
is speaking.
speaks fluent Korean.
That part is actually funny. Okay, this scene I actually think is pretty funny. The grandpa's funny in
They
this.
again, you can tell, I don't think the bones of this movie are. It's just the format, the medium is
It
not.
would be a very good TV special.
Yeah.
Like
I don't know if I'd
episodes
say very good, but like certainly passable
like
above
certainly
the
passable,
like
like
quality's fun.
fun.
The whole show, as I was saying, like I think is B level or above, and this would hit that.
And it's just not a good movie.
Yeah.
Um Gabe tries to take the controller and Grandpa gets pissed off, so he locks him in the room with Dad. He's also in timeout forever.
He went gamer mode.
Put mints in Gabe's hair and nose. What?
Just shoved a bunch of mints.
This is
in.
abuse.
The dad's like, well, are you gonna eat that? I haven't been fed since yesterday. Yeah.
They're literally like, he
Yeah.
needs to call the cop. Dad has his phone. Call the cops.
That's gonna get him in trouble with his wife.
He's not being fed. It's horrible here.
Mhm.
And now Gabe is locked in too because his grandpa's playing his video game. What?
But it's also sitcom logic.
Yeah. Meanwhile, the girls were asleep in the car. They did not get a room at the motel. I don't know. Teddy tries to get her seat up when they wake up so that they can hit the road, but it breaks, and then the door breaks off, and then literally the whole car just falls
It's one
apart.
of those sitcom things where it's just like comically every piece falls off.
Yes. Including the windows just shatter. Okay. And a guy comes up to clean up for them. And oh my god, it's Lenny.
Yeah, his namesake says Walter, so you wouldn't know it by the way he dresses.
But his name's Lenny. And they're like, oh my god, we were just at your old shop. And hey, do you know how to get to Palm Springs? And he's like, I don't know, hitchhike, I guess. So Teddy vlogs some more about how it's not going good for them. I don't know. And then they hear an old couple come by and say that they're going to Vegas. And so it's like, oh, Teddy's like, we should go with them so we can get to Vegas so that we can get to a car rental place and rent a car and then get to Palm Springs.
It's also in the right direction,
Yes.
so makes
So,
complete
cool.
sense.
And Mom's like, no, they're strangers. That's basically hitchhiking. And Teddy's like, well, they won't be strangers after we buy them breakfast. So they go in.
And this is an empty diner. They go, hey, we're worried about the lunch rush here. Mind if we share our spot with you? Or the breakfast rush?
Yeah, it's like, what? So they just sit in the booth with them. And they're like, I hear you going to Vegas. What a coincidence, because we're going to Palm Springs.
And they're like, how is that coincidence?
How is that coincidence at all? She's like, it's not. And then the mom orders like literally everything on the menu. And this is when it's really obvious she's pregnant because she's eating so much.
She literally orders everything. As
Everything.
you said.
The old couple mentions that they're going to a convention in Vegas. And Teddy's like, oh, well, we're trying to get home to our family for Christmas. It's so sad. We'd be so grateful.
It rings,
Someone.
yeah.
Teddy is being like trying to just
laying it on. So I think this couple is just like weirded out.
They're so what are you talking about? We'd be so grateful if anyone could give us a ride to Palm Springs or Vegas or anywhere. And the mom's like, oh my gosh, will you give us a ride? And the old couple starts laughing at them. And I thought it was because they were going to say no. But they go, oh, that's what you're trying to hint at? You should have just asked. Of course we'll give you a ride. Like, they're really nice, actually. So, cool. And then we get a little baby scene of PJ,
Springs.
Palm Springs, PJ putting a bunch of ointment on his skin.
Because it
And
makes it feel a lot better because
yeah,
it's burnt it out.
he's all burnt. And he wants to sit down, but Graham was like, not on my furniture. And he's like, well, then where am I supposed to sit? So he also gets locked in the bedroom with the other boys. It's so abusive
Yeah, because you're like, that's the only place you can sit.
because he's covered in ointment.
Yeah.
How about wrap him in a blanket or
Some
put
grandparents are just like grandchild abductors, and that's what they're doing with Charlie.
I guess. I mean, they're locking everyone else in a room and not feeding them.
Mhm.
The heck? So then the girls hitch a ride with the old couple. They're singing very loud songs. They're like, "Oh, we love being in the desert. I love the desert." And it's just loud and annoying. And they also put on tinfoil hats. And they're like, huh? What? The tinfoil hats? And the old couple's like, yep, you can never be too careful.
It is a fun, like, conceptualization here of they were acting so weird, Teddy and her mom at the eating breakfast with them, and the others have looked so normal, but they're like, "Yeah, take you," and they're way crazier.
They're crazy, actually. You never know, like, who you're getting in the car with,
Yeah.
you know?
You're getting in a car with somebody who's willing to take two random strangers in a car.
Which there could be nice people out there, but, it's always a risk getting in a car with
Always a
strangers.
risk.
Mom starts not feeling well, and she's like, I need a bag. And then the old couple mentions that, just casually, like, oh yeah, we've been abducted by aliens before.
Yeah, that's what the convention are going. It's the Alien Abduction Survivor Network.
Yeah,
We go every year.
we go over here.
That's how we met.
And they're like, are you okay? To the mom. And she's like, yep, just nauseous. And they're like, that's a common side effect for alien abduction. So is eating a lot. And he's like, well, I think I remember if that happened to me, haha. And they're like, no, you wouldn't. That's how it works. You don't remember your alien abduction. And my question is, how does the couple know that they were abducted then? If you
They
don't
said that
remember.
memories come back later.
Oh, okay. And Teddy's like, no, we were together all night in the mountains. Like, I would know. And they're like,
That's where it happens.
that's where they get you, in the mountains. Let's probe you.
And then those like pull out giant drills.
Let's probe you to figure out if you were abducted. And she's like, no, 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 no. Nope, let's not do that. And they're like, the appetite and the nausea,
Girl.
either you've been abducted by aliens or you're pregnant.
And the mom goes, and Teddy goes, oh,
Surprise! Cut to commercial. Yeah. Vegas.
probably a banger moment if you're a huge fan of the show.
Yeah, watching that for
watching
the
this
first
live.
time must have been crazy.
Yeah.
Vegas, 15 hours until Christmas. They drop the girls off in Vegas and they're like, goodbye, thank you for the ride, congrats on the baby, whatever. Teddy's like, can we talk about how
Well,
you're
the mom
pregnant?
says, watch the bags, I need to go pee.
Yeah, can we talk about how you're pregnant and you didn't tell me? And she's like, we're gonna tell the whole family on Christmas. And then a girl comes up and is like, can I have some change for food? And the mom's like, sure, here you go. Just like gives her money to the first girl. Like, people ask for money all
In
the time.
Vegas.
In Vegas. Like, really? Just one person asks you for money and you're like, oh, sure.
I do think Vegas is a good place to make. Though. You get a lot of people who just want a lot of money.
That's fair.
When I was in Vegas, found a $500 poker chip just on the ground.
Hell yeah. You cash it out.
Yeah,
What'd you do with the money?
I don't even remember at this point. I was young.
Yeah. Um, and Teddy's like, 5 kids, really? And the mom's like, we'll talk about this after I pee. Watch the luggage. But uh-oh. The luggage that was sitting right next to them is gone.
Yeah, it was just stolen in 10 seconds.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
All of it.
Yep.
And they had like
And they're
multiple
screwed.
suitcases. Yeah. All right, at the pool, PJ tries to flirt with some girls and offers them banana chips straight out of his hand. He pulled out his hand and says, banana chips? Ew. No. And they walk away. Like, PJ's not good at flirting.
Yeah.
And this is such a minor
Also, they
plot.
got out of the locked room, apparently.
Oh, yeah. They must have let them out. They're at
Yeah.
the pool now. I don't know. Gabe makes fun of him, so PJ pushes him in the pool. Charlie breaks her floaty thing because she just breaks things, so she does. Mom calls dad, and dad's like, "What? You're in Vegas? You don't have your luggage? I'm gonna come drive and
Yeah.
get you."
As long as I can get your dad to let me borrow the car.
Yes. And the boys beg to take them with him, like, "We don't want to stay here with grandma and grandpa. They're
They're
crazy." Um, so they go back, talk to grandma, and the dad explains how he needs a car to get the girls. And grandma's like, calls for grandpa, but he's so busy playing the game that he's not gonna help. So dad asks grandma, like, "I need you to watch Charlie while we go because I can't figure out the car seat. So please, like, watch her." And the grandma's like,
I want to do that. She's an angel.
"How do I keep her from breaking things?" And he's like, "Easy. Just tell her not to touch them." So then Mom and Teddy, back in Vegas, argue about losing the bags. They have no money, no purse, no nothing. Mom is like, "I sure hope that plane ticket was worth it, Teddy." And Teddy goes, "You know what? I did my best to get us out of this, and you haven't exactly been helpful."
Yeah, don't forget the fact that if the mom just wasn't throwing up for 6 hours straight, or maybe even just didn't punch some people,
Yeah,
they would be in palm strings.
yeah,
Like she did everything she needed to do.
yeah. And the mom's like, "You wanted to prove you're responsible." And Teddy says, "I'm not the parent. I'm not the one who's supposed to be responsible." And Mom's like, "Well, you're the one who ruined Christmas." Ouch. Teddy leaves. She starts.
Like
Oh, and she's like,
she
"You're."
flies.
She says, "That's the meanest thing you've ever said to me. I already feel awful, and you just want me to feel worse." And she walks away. And then we get a whole sad song as Teddy sits down and
Walks, and then
cries
the mom just keeps like slowly walking off.
behind her, and she's crying. And there's a whole sad song. It's kind of like a montage, but not really. It's just her
Yeah.
crying.
And when this happens, like a charity Santa comes to the mom and is ringing the bell in her face for like 10 seconds,
And so she throws the bell,
which
which
is justified.
is justified because if she's like tries to wave him off, like no, and he just doesn't move.
Yeah.
Like
I,
get
that,
But while it's happening, the sad song is still playing the whole time. Which I get this is for like comedy of like the juxtaposition
yeah.
of it, or whatever. Later, Teddy walks down another street and she's vlogging some more. She's like, "It's Christmas Eve in Vegas, and all I want is a sandwich." And then she sees a mime earning some money on the street. So she's like, I'll take off my ugly hat and put it down.
I was gonna mention at one point, like, man, she's really wearing an ugly hat.
It's really ugly.
For some reason here, and it's actually kind of plot justified.
She needs a hat to collect money on the street, and she starts singing Christmas carols to try and get money. And the mom's watching her, and she gets like one guy gives her money, and then she starts dancing, and he takes it back. That was a good get. That was funny. And she's like, "Wait, no, no, no." So no, then people stop watching. So the mom comes over to help, and Teddy's like, "No, I don't need your help." And they start kind of having like a diva off to Jingle
They both
Bells.
are trying to sing the song, but like steal the spotlight.
Yeah, and like
It's
fighting.
it's a trope in a lot of things where it's like two people are performing on stage, but they both want to be a solo on
Yes.
this performance,
And then Teddy just kind of starts chasing her mom around.
and people love it.
It's so funny, and they get a huge applause.
They
And
make money.
and one lady goes, "That's exactly what the holidays are like at my house."
I kind of like how stupidly spelt out that is.
What?
No, just like saying it to the audience,
Oh
like,
yeah,
get it? This is like,
this is relatable.
yeah,
And then we see the boys driving the car that night, 8 hours until Christmas, so it's like nighttime.
yeah.
Uh, PJ is trying to get directions.
Both parties are going to be pulling an all-nighter, and you won't hear a single word about that.
Oh my gosh, you're so right.
But I mean, they probably are. The movie ends in the morning.
Yeah,
like,
so they'll
part
sleep
of it,
all day,
yeah,
probably.
all Christmas.
Gabe mentioned scary movies, whatever. It's not really important. The girls perform some more, and they're like, but now they're fighting as a performance and like dumping ice cream on each other
Yeah.
and glitter and whatever. And they have a huge crowd actually. Like, who is spending their Christmas Eve in Vegas watching just two random girls like
Do you
perform
think
fight?
Christmas Eve? What percent drop off do you think Christmas Eve and day have in traffic for Vegas?
I feel like it's pretty big actually.
That's what I
I
think
feel like
too.
people do spend Christmas Eve in Vegas.
If you don't want to spend it with family, like go and sin.
Yeah, but I wouldn't be watching like a mom and her teenage daughter sing Jingle Bells and dump ice cream on each other. Like, that's not how I would spend my time in Vegas. personally, what are you looking up?
Does Vegas have more or less traffic on Christmas?
Okay, let me know.
The city's busy on Christmas Day. I think it says like the day of Christmas is theoretically a lighter day,
Uh-huh,
but the days after are extremely busy.
because everybody has it off.
And also probably getting New Year's stuff.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, yeah. That makes
And
sense.
yeah.
All right. Such a ride. Everybody loves her performance, and they get some money. Hooray. And then we see the boys end up coming across some guys with guns. Are you police? I need to see badges. And they're like, badges? We don't need no stinking badges.
Yeah, it's the reference.
And then the girls go to an $8.99 buffet. Hell yeah.
A good price for that day and age.
Hell yeah. Teddy's still a little mad at her mom, and mom's like, it's hard, it's just hard seeing you grow up. I want you to stay my baby. And Teddy's like, I'll always be your baby. And you keep making more, so it's not like you're gonna run out. And then she says, sorry, I ruined Christmas. And mom's like, no, you didn't ruin Christmas. And at least we're together.
If anyone ruined Christmas, it's them.
It's the mom. But Teddy did get off the plane,
Yes.
which wasn't a good move.
No.
But she thought there'd be a flight in a couple hours.
And even then, she would have taken the bus and got there.
That's so true. If she was by herself. But
Yeah.
you can't, but the mom's right, you can't just leave your teenage daughter by
Yeah,
herself.
exactly.
Like, yeah, anyway. The mom's like, you gave me the best present ever, my own Broadway musical.
Yeah, she really is talking about licensing these rights.
And then, oh my gosh, they look over and they see the girl who stole their luggage. It was the same girl who asked for money for dinner. She just took all of their bags single-handedly without them noticing.
Yep.
And she's just sitting at the buffet eating dinner.
In desktop.
They're like, oh, let's go get her. And the mom goes, wait, we need a plan. No, we don't. Just jump her. I did like that.
See, there's stuff. That's fine. We're not going to shoot for this movie,
Yeah,
but like it's passable for the most part.
yeah. So they confront her. They're like, hey, you stole our shit. And the girl just starts crying. And she's like, I'm so sorry. I usually don't do that. I was just so hungry. And they're like, can you please stop crying so I can call the cops? And I thought this was like a ploy, like she's fake crying.
I also thought it was the first time we watched this, but no, this is
No,
just a genuine
it's
story. We're
genuine.
supposed to feel bad for her, but like she did resort to crime, and she's gonna get away with it scot-free.
Yeah, she's like, I just want to get home. I have no money. And they're like, okay, tell us what happened.
We have time.
We have them. So then we go back to the boys. They're all tied up and blindfolded. They mention, the people who kidnapped them mention the stodometriosis, and Gabe's like, oh, wait a minute. That's in my
I know
video
what that
game.
is.
Yeah. No way you're getting the stone. And the dad's like, we don't even know what that is. What are you talking about? And Gabe's trying to say, I do, but
He's loving this. He's like, wait, this is actually insane. I know exactly where we are right now.
yeah.
And the henchmen all leave, so
They all
it's
leave.
just the trio of boys.
Yep, they say Gabe explains what's happening. He says every Christmas, the creator of the video game I play hosts a paintball event based on the video game. And okay, they're like, okay, how long does the game last? And he says, well, it's until the yellow team gets the stone or the red team wipes them out. It usually takes a couple days. And so the boys try to get free from their ties. Dad and Gabe struggle, and PJ just slips right out because he still has all the like ointment on his skin. So like, all right, let's gear up with our paint guns. And the paint guns are just in the shed that they're locked in. Sure.
Mhm.
And they shoot a guy dead, quotes dead. He once they shoot him with paintballs, he lays down and pretends to be dead because them's the rules.
That's the rules.
And they're like, "Where's our car?" And he's like, "I'm supposed to be dead. You already got me." And he's like, "Come on, man, just tell us where our car is." And Gabe looks at the map and he's like, "If we try and run for it, they'll probably just kidnap us again." But also, I see their plan on how to get the stone.
Yeah, I have all of the details. I'm just gonna go win.
Like, it's straight from the video game. I'm gonna win. So then, back to the girls in Vegas. The girl that stole their shit, her name is Jordan. She tells Mom and Teddy about how she like had a huge fight with her mom. She wanted to go on a trip by herself, this like music festival. Um, so she did go by herself, even though her mom said not to. And then her ride ditched her, and now she's stranded, which that really sucks.
Yeah.
That her friend did that. And they're like, "Did you call your mom?" And she's like, "No, she would never forgive me."
She
And
said she never would.
yeah, and the mom's like, "It's Christmas Eve. You should call her. Do you want me to call her for you?" And so the mom calls the other mom. And Teddy, meanwhile, is comforting Jordan, and they talk about how nuts their moms are. But under all the craziness, they do love us.
Meanwhile, the mom is talking with the other mom, and it's just like, oh my god, you're pregnant too? Oh my god, do you have 5 kids?
Oh my God, you love The Bachelor too. And then mom gives the phone back to Jordan, and it all works out. And okay, she's like, "Bye, mom. I'll see you soon." And so I assume that meant like the mom's gonna come get her, but no. Jordan's like, "Oh, my mom can't afford a plane ticket, so I'm actually just gonna try and get a bus or something. Like, try and get cash for a bus, and it'll be fine." Like the mom, she called her mom, and her mom didn't help her at all. It gave her zero solutions. She's like, "I guess we'll just try and find a
I
shelter."
do love you, and I forgive you, but I also am not gonna do anything to help.
Yeah, but also get home somehow.
Yeah.
Bye. And so Teddy gives her the free plane ticket to get back home, which is kind of wild because it's a round trip ticket.
Mm,
So Jordan just has a free, basically one way after she gets home.
yeah.
Or can she just go back to
She also
Vegas?
get
'Cause
lets
it's a
her
round
keep
trip.
the top that she's wearing.
Yeah,
They're too nice to this girl.
way too nice.
Like, I understand she could have a tragic story in here, but she still did very much wrong to you for you being this nice.
She did crime. She stole your stuff and you guys had no money
Yeah.
or luggage. That
You
sucked.
could have died from this situation.
Yeah. I mean, not really because they were able to call the dad,
Yeah.
but okay. They see Jordan off. She thanks him again and heads to the airport. And mom's like, "I'm proud of you, Teddy. That was very grown up of you." She says, "Grown enough to go on spring break?" And she says, "Huh, yeah, if you had a ticket." Ha. The girls go to the place they're supposed to meet the boys when they pick them up. But the boys are currently at war right now.
She calls the dad.
And it kind of gives away their position. And they're on Team Yellow, baby. I wrote their Team Yellow, baby. Did they say that or did I just write
I feel
that?
like you just wrote that. I feel like that's the original.
They're getting through the plains of fire. And it's like, wait, aren't we going to the car? That's what the dad says. And Gabe's like, "Oh, yeah, yeah, for sure." But like, no, he wants to get the stone.
It is actually low-key probably the right solution.
What, going for the stone?
Because if he's confident that this will work, and he's decently confident, he's proven right, that's better than them trying to escape and people chasing after them,
I don't know.
thinking they're a part of it.
But they weren't a part of it.
No.
Anyway, Teddy's like, "Well, let's just get a car and meet them halfway." I feel like this is a horrible plan. Because they don't tell the boys.
No,
that
this
they're
is a
doing this.
terrible. The fact that they have phones that can they just do not use them that much.
How about you just try to find a place to buckle down? Like, I don't know. But uh-oh, the car rental place is closed because Christmas Eve, and it's also probably like the middle of the night.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Oh, it's after midnight. It does say that. Nothing will be open except a bike rental place. And so they go in, and the guy's like, "Yes, I knew if I stayed open past midnight on Christmas Eve, someone would come."
They're like, "Hi, can we get a car rental place? Do you know one that's open?"
And he's like, "No." Also, we learn it's Walter from the Walter Lenny Daryl plotline.
Yeah.
He sold his place, his
Wasn't that
business to
bit worth it?
Lenny. It's so worth it. And they ask him, "What's the best bet to get to Palm Springs?"
So they are biking on a tandem bicycle with like carriage.
They biked for 6 hours because it's 6 a.m. now.
This has been such a workout adventure for them. They walked 8 hours.
It's
She's
pregnant.
been pregnant and throwing up.
Yeah. Good
Uh,
that they carbo loaded at
they
the
had a
event.
huge stress moment with the car.
Yeah.
They were robbed. They
Yeah.
got fed at the buffet.
But you know what's a smart idea? Biking all night and not sleeping. Great idea on a
Great
tandem
idea.
bike. And do they have their luggage? Oh yeah, they have a
Yeah.
little holder for their luggage, yeah. They're like, "Wow, thought we would have run into the boys by now." Yeah, maybe they're on a different road. You guys are so stupid.
Yeah.
They stop for a rest and they share a little moment like, "Merry Christmas. It's
Yeah.
Christmas."
Also, you would worry about if you're stopping at this rest station, what if the car drives by and you just miss it?
What if they don't realize that it's you guys?
Yeah.
Whatever. The guys are still at war. A rock song plays as they close in on Team Red. and they shoot down a bunch of red guys. And then dad takes a bullet for PJ, and it's very dramatic. And PJ yells after Gabe, "Do it for dad!" And Gabe sees the stone and he shoots down another guy, and there's a Wilhelm scream just thrown in there. Crazy.
Like, if they did the Wilhelm scream when they were showing the old monster movie, I would have loved that as a bit. Them doing it here just feels wrong.
Yeah. And then Gabe gets the stone of metriosis. Or metrios? I don't know why I keep saying metriosis.
The stone of my toasts.
Mitosis. Then the creator of the game comes by. His name is Chuck Jablowski.
They said his name comes. Stop.
Yes. I just wanted the audience to know. And he goes, "You know what happens to people who crash my paintball game? I pay someone to crush them. Unless, of course, they are on my team and they win the game. Yeah, I won.
Yeah.
I did it." And Gabe is very excited to meet him.
He's like, "Oh my god, you're basically Jesus Christ."
And he's like, "I'll give you guys anything because you won the game for me." I feel like winning the game as yellow is way easier than winning as red. Because there's no time limit.
Well, it could be a capture the flag situation where if the other time gets their objective done.
And he said the red team objective was defeating all of the yellow team.
Oh, I missed that part. So
yeah, he said the game
I think
ends.
it was asymmetry.
Yeah, Gabe said
Asymmetric.
the game ends when yellow gets the stone or red wipes them out. I would hate to be on the red team.
It could also be a timer thing because they can't play forever.
He said it only ends then. Like, they didn't mention a time
Mhm.
frame, but whatever. They also asked
We don't know all.
They also asked the creator for a ride, and he's like, "I'll do anything for you guys because you won the game for me."
Mhm.
So the girls stop at a diner for breakfast. Teddy's like, "Sorry you didn't get to see Charlie put the star on the tree." And Mom's like, "It's okay. We'll have other Christmases."
No other one where Charlie's the youngest.
True. And then the boys show up in a helicopter. Crater. Then the helicopter just leaves them. And all they have on them is a bike. So I don't know what their plan is, except it's immediately solved.
Yeah. And they're like, "How did you find us?" And we're like, "Oh, we triangulated your phones."
Yeah, we just tracked your phones.
Crazy.
Sure. And they're like, "How did you get here?" And they say, "Yeah, we rode a tandem bike 90 miles. 90 miles.
It's a lot. That's a tandem.
So dumb. They should have just stayed in Vegas. Yeah. Whatever. Grandma and Grandpa show up in 2 cars because they found the car in the middle of the desert. Sure. And they had the keys on them. Spare keys, maybe? I guess. "How did you get the car seat to work for Charlie?" "Oh, this was stuck in it, and it's the star topper for the tree." Oh my gosh. They found it. So in the diner, Charlie puts the star on the tree. And Mom's like, "This is the best Christmas I've ever had." She has not slept.
Yeah, you know what? She can be delirious and believe it.
Everyone agrees. Like, "Yeah, this is awesome." And then a cute girl comes in dressed like Santa and winks at PJ. Like, that's a plot line we needed stitched up. It wasn't.
Boing.
Boing. And then they have Christmas tree pancakes. Oh my god. Remember when that was a tradition that they mentioned? Hooray. And then Mom and Dad announce, "We're having another baby."
And right at the moment, like the waitress plucking the lights, so it's like a big Christmas miracle.
The lights turn on right as they say, "We're having another baby." And Grandma goes to the dad and is like, "Well, if there's one thing you're good at, it's making beautiful babies." So they get along now. They were stitching everything up. And then Teddy is vlogging, and she's like, "Well, Charlie, looks like you're gonna be a big sister too. Good luck, Charlie." Bam.
Bang.
And
You'd think that would be the scene, but they actually have like one more.
they have a little epilogue. Palm Springs Airport. Gabe tries to put the huge stone that he won in the overhead compartment, which is pretty funny. And the
It's like
flight,
you're gonna have to check this. It was like, no.
no, the flight attendant takes it. And then they announce that once again they're overbooked.
It's a good lampshading line here. Just like, due to our company's innate policy of always booking one extra seat.
Yeah. Anyone want to get off? And Charlie takes the deal. She's like, "Yep, me. I'll get off the plane."
Yeah, notably, Charlie does not take.
Oh my gosh! I said Charlie. Because it's good luck, Charlie.
Charlie just waddles off the plane. 3-year-old's good on her own.
Yeah. No, Teddy does it. She says, "Yep, me. I'll do it." And Mom turns to Dad and goes, "Your turn." And he's like, "Well, see ya New Year's or whatever."
He's like, you're not coming back by then.
Yeah. And then the credits roll, and there's some bloopers.
Sure.
Yeah.
I like when a DCOM ends with bloopers. None of them are that good.
No, none of them are good bloopers. The only good bloopers I've seen in a DCOM are the High School Musical 2 ones. Those ones are good. Probably because they were actually having fun.
Did Speech have bloopers?
Did it?
I vaguely think it did.
I don't. Did it?
I feel
Yes,
like I
it did.
remember
Actually, you know
liking the
what?
Teen Beach
Those ones
blooper.
are good too because they keep breaking.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one, the Teen Beach ones are good too. But yeah, that is Good Luck Charlie. It's Christmas. End of movie.
Your thoughts?
I don't like this movie.
I'm if we need definitions of what a tier movie system is, this is the clearest D movie we have, I
Yes,
think.
and I did put it in my F.
And that's what I'm like. We were overhating on this movie whenever we watched it for the first time.
Yeah.
I think we really just didn't like it.
You're right. I think F should be reserved for movies that make me angry. And this one doesn't make me angry.
Not only does it not make you angry, there are elements of this movie you like.
There
There
are
are
some
scenes you
jokes.
like.
There are some jokes I like, but overall, like, I'm never gonna put this movie on.
Exactly. The only reason to watch this movie is if you are a fan of the show and it's between season 2 and 3.
And you want to see the
And you
baby
wanna see it.
announcement.
And I think it's completely valid and reasonable to watch it in that situation. Otherwise, it is not necessary at all.
Right. So, final Jake House ranking is 101, very low.
Very.
That was out of 115. Like, it's low. Not even top 100 DCOMs. You had a 99, so you did say top 100 DCOMs.
Yeah, but I probably would bump it up. Not by much, but, well, yeah. But I think I had it. I mean, I can check for a fact. I had it low, you know?
What is it in?
I had it in my F tier. It was high F tier.
And mine was low F
Mine
tier.
it is the most middle D tier there is.
Yeah, I had it at 106, so I had it even lower. It's like I didn't watch the show. Like, I just don't care about this movie. And it's boring.
It is a thing where if you don't have any care for the show at all, it's harder to grab onto this movie as anything.
The fact that they just randomly end up in the middle of a paintball tournament, like, what is happening?
It's such a random plot that you see in a sitcom episode that doesn't work in a movie where you introduce that concept on the third episode.
Yeah, because they just stumble upon it. And we did not know that this existed. We knew the video game existed, but like that there's a paintball tournament based on it that happens every Christmas. Like, what is crazy?
Yeah. Again, this movie would have been better if it was just a part of the show, had the accurate budget for that, the accurate like track for that, and edited it down to be 2 episodes.
Yeah.
I think that completely salvages the product, but it's nothing. It's not offensively bad or anything.
It's whatever. Yeah, so those are our thoughts. If you have any thoughts on Good Luck Charlie, it's Christmas. Email us at thecom2@gmail.com or a comment or whatever. Now we gotta spin the wheel and figure out what we're watching in our next episode.
What do you think it's going to be?
I think it's gonna be Xenon Z3.
It's a fair pick. I'm going to pick Princess Protection Program. Let's see
Nice.
some of these stinkers.
I do want to do that one. All right.
I'm excited for that because I feel like we have different opinions than the rest of the public.
Yeah. All right. Let's spin the wheel. A bow bow meow. It's finally time for Cloud 9. I'm on Cloud 9.
You got thoughts on this, but what I'll first say is it's another snowy movie, so I guess it's Christmas
winter.
again.
It's Christmas again, but not the DCOM.
Not
It's
the
Cloud 9.
Yeah.
It's winter. I don't think this is a Christmas
It's
movie,
not a Christmas
but it's a
movie.
winter movie.
It's a Winter Olympics movie.
That's right. Which we just had. So that's fun.
Yeah.
But yeah, Cloud 9. I love this one and you don't.
I
So
believe this is the movie that has the biggest difference in
No,
ranking.
I thought we already
No,
said
it was
that.
High School Musical 3 though.
Yeah.
Yeah. But this is up there.
It's up there. So yeah, tune in 2 weeks for us to talk about Cloud 9. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Scenes from our next episode.
Oh, I'm a little stuck-up girly who's never gonna do like I just wanna
I'm on my snowboard team because my dad owns it or whatever.
Yeah, I'm a rich pretty cute princess. I can't work at your dog groomer.
And oh my god, what? I'm kicked off the snowboarding team because I was only on here because my dad's rich?
I used to be such a great snowboarder. I had a whole trick named after me.
And then I tore
But
my
then-
ACL.
It's an arrow to the knee.
And Now I have to dream you. It's me, Luke Benward, and me, Dub Cameron.
I'm the evil villain snowboarder kid. You're mean, Dad.
Yeah, you know what, Dad? This was your dream, not mine.
Yeah.
I'm on cloud nine. This must be how it feels to fly. The end.
I had nothing else.